Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thorcast. Woo! What's up, EC? How you doing this week?
Your music choices, I'm gonna let you keep playing your music in the background because I think it brings you to your thing. Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing good. Happy Wednesday.
I hope so too. I saw it's crazy right now. California's on fire. Snowing in Texas.
Let's take a time out for California. Hey California,
let's take a time out.
Here are my thoughts and prayers. I
gotta stop the music on that one.
Yeah. That's sorry for everything you're going through. That is that's devastating. To lose everything, to lose your house, and also the people in Louisiana who got killed over Christmas. I know
terrorists. What in the world is happening right now? But you know what? We're here to have a good time and take your mind off things. Answer your Flex questions. Today we got Chris Metcalf coming in, and Flex dropped last week. You see in the house. We got the PXC. Heck, let's pull up the website. Hold on a second.
Can we talk about my debacle?
What's your debacle?
I'm the biggest dumbass in America.
What'd you do?
Like,
why you say that?
I think my IQ has to be 4. So I bought.
No, it's got to be at least 5.
Here's the thing. I'm stupid, right? So I bought the Flex shaft. You know, the Flex shaft?
Yeah.
And didn't buy the machine.
And didn't buy the PXE.
So you know what I got downstairs?
A shaft with no machine.
No machine. You know what I'm going to do with it?
What's that?
Nothing. Can't do crap with it.
You can't do nothing with it. Yeah, you need the machine to run the.
I even tried to connect it to my Flex 24 volt Rotary.
Yep.
Guess what? It's not made for that.
It's not made for that. But hey, since we got this page popped up, Thor Business Program. If you didn't know, let me tell you about it. Thor Business Program. You sign up by filling out this lovely business request form down here. Business accounts get you a deep discount. Spend $300 on your first order. No commitments after that. No reorder required. You just fill this out. You send it over to us, hit that submit button. It's at the bottom of our website down here at the business programs, how you get to this page. Send that application. Our little email goes ding, ding. I jump on in. I review it. I approve you. And then you make your first order and boom, you're rolling in the dope with all these savings. 35% off detail coat. And 20% off Thor towels. 15% off everything else. What you got?
There's a disclaimer there. Don't share the prices online because we have to ask some of our manufacturers.
Yeah, don't be sharing, Keep
and
it to yourself.
You know what we should do? We
should do professional account.
We should do something for the people who aren't professionals.
Come up with something a little different, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea, but hey, let's go over to Flex Power Tools. We were talking about them. We dropped them last week. Here, this is what EC bought.
I'm so pissed off, bro.
Look, if you buy this, you have to buy this first. This is the PXC, and you don't buy this until you buy this.
Oh my Lord! I clicked. Okay? It was like 2:00 in the morning when I bought it, so I clicked it.
You know what else is popping before we talk about some Flex? By the way, if you got questions, go ahead and start dropping them because we're gonna get straight to the questions and get Chris answering them. We got this low key hybrid wash. EC's been working on. Look at this beautiful label here.
Let's talk about that for a second because we'll talk about what it is and what it's not.
Yeah, tell the people about it.
It won't be, remember, any soap that you use, right? So if you're using any type of actual like shampoo, you use a drying aid because on dry off, it's not slick, right? It's slick during the cleaning. So this one actually foams like soft wash. It has non-rinsing surfactants, so it doesn't require it to be rinsed. And then we up the surfactants and the cleanability of it. So you still get it's clean slightly better than Nemesis. You can use it 256-1, 384-1. You can
it's got some active surfactants.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. And then you can foam it on 2 or 3 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
And then it encapsulates minerals still because we have a polymer mix in there. And we're just full send, dude.
Full send. If you, in that business program, 35% off right off the bat. So go get you some hybrid wash. Check it out. We can't wait to see your reviews. You know we love a good hybrid wash. You know what else is going on the site? You go over here to BioBombs. We're having a BioBomb bar blowout with these holiday scents. So you add to cart, boom. Everybody gets a discount. 30% off the holiday scents. And there's not many left, but we're going to blow them out till they're gone. So 30% off until those holiday scents are good and gone. And we got Clean Tool, of course. It's over there. Got the precision kits. Don't forget them. Look at that. In New York Foam Kings.
Dude, can we tell
Small
something
company.
to people? Once we're done buying lines,
We filled it out pretty good for now.
We talked about it today, and after everything lands, you know, we got Yum Car Care, Garage Therapy, Kataba.
Yeah, we got a lot coming in.
We have a lot coming in. Once those hit, the goal is just to wash some shit, dude. Let's wash some cars, bro. Let's wash some cars. Look, Jamie left. I don't know where Jamie went. The S word might have offended him, but look, I don't know if he has anything going here, but ask your questions in chat. I do want to bring Jamie back on,
but
I don't know
what
happened to you, bro. Weird.
I hit the wrong button. All right, I meant to exit out the website. All right, well, we're here. We got Flex in the back. Make sure we hit all our marks there. Yeah. So low key, go check it out. Start dropping them Flex questions, and let's get the man, the myth, the legend on. It's Chris Metcalf, everybody. Here he is. What's up, Chris?
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Oh, doing fantastic.
Chris, I got to see you in person in real life. And me and my daughter were using the Eagle. What was it?
You tried to check them out.
The pressure washer?
The pressure washer. Yeah.
And I actually got to see the Flex. I never mentioned it online, never took a picture because you told me, you know how you said don't post this yet?
Yeah.
24 volts. So I got to hold them in my hand. It was kind of like meeting a girl that looked like she was an angel. Can talk about it? Bring it up.
We're always out there showing the new products, you know, before they hit the market to try and get customer feedback, and
that's a good idea.
Just want to make sure that everything's up to where it needs to be as far as the Flex standard goes.
Heck yeah. That's Chris, how you do it. You got to get it in the hands.
People are ready to wash some shit, Chris. I'm
ready to polish some stuff.
Yeah, we need to polish some stuff. Hey, let's talk about Flex. We're not here to wash some shit. Let's talk about Flex.
So, I mean, where do you guys want to start? I've been with the company for 15 years, and so I've been there, done that, seen all of our products, you know, advance and grow and stuff like that. So, I think maybe we should start off by really giving, you know, the people watching this kind of an overview of where Flex came from.
I like that.
And then where we are today with what we have. You know, I think the best place to really start is you know, where our main factory for Flex is in Steinheim, Germany. A lot of people don't know this, but Flex is a 100-year-old manufacturing company, over 100 years now. And 1922 was when we first made our first product. The name Flex comes from that flexible shaft, Eddie. So that shaft that you can't do anything with.
Let's have a moment of silence for my stupidity. Pour one for the homies.
So literally, the funny thing is like that was actually Flex's first product that we ever made 100 years ago, was a flexible shaft.
Wow.
The company used to be called Ackerman Schmidt. That was the original company name. And then after the war is when they changed the name to Flex, you know, to really signify, you know, what we used to manufacture, which was a flexible shaft. And then it's funny that 100 years later, we come out with a flexible shaft to kind of like relaunch a new product. And and by the way, Eddie, that flexible shaft that you sell on your website, it really does work well. So when you do get a Pixie, you'll be able to get under those door handles and in those.
You're taking jabs, Chris, and I appreciate you taking jabs at my stupidity because I did it to myself. The people want to know: is Flex going to come out with a 24-volt Pixie?
You know, I can't answer that directly. I think the biggest thing is that we're always developing new products.
Okay.
What I would tell you is that the roadmap is 5 years out. I'm not going to say that 5 years we have it coming out. I would probably say that the bottom line, we're slowly transitioning into this 24-volt like line.
Yeah.
And kind of going back to talking about our history. You know, 7 years ago is when we launched the first 18-volt cordless polisher. You know, I don't refer to that as an old polisher. I still consider it a great product, still a viable product. It's just that this new 24-volt product is my blur vision. The 24-volt polisher, it's just the newest generation of polishers. I think that's really what it comes down to.
It's a gem of a tool too. So can I ask you a question? Because this is going to come up. So all the polishers are still made in the same floor in a German factory, but the batteries are made somewhere else, right?
So I think the biggest thing that you have to understand is what the company I work for is actually Shervon. A lot of people sometimes, ask questions. I'm going to take this blur off so that when I do show my
Yeah, I'm gonna
polish,
take my blur off.
Yeah,
Too.
it's
I'm
a
feeling
heavy
crispy.
blur. I mean,
I'm
y'all
feeling
are blurred out on this episode. Look at this. They are
Hey, I
just,
feel like
that is a
Christian life.
deep blur.
It's missing. All right, let's go.
Now
Um,
y'all all crispy and clear. There you
yeah.
go.
So I mean, bottom line, there's the polisher. A lot of people have seen it, but
Beautiful tool.
I think the biggest thing that, Eddie, to answer your question, you asked where the product's made. These polishers are coming from our German factory. Our German factory, we still manufacture on our original factory floor, the same floor that they made products on 100 years ago. And that factory is really making specialized tools for our company right now. I think that's the best way of looking at it. They make a lot of our drywall related products. They make our car polishers and different things like that. Now, a lot of our other tools that we have in the line are coming from our other factories around the world. Obviously, 99% of every single power tool in the world comes from China that's in that power tool.
People are going to ask that, Chris. I don't care where it comes from. I'm telling you right now, like, there's nothing pure anymore.
If I was able to show you on this video, like our factory in China, our factory floors in China are clean enough to eat off of. The factory tour that I went on was one of the coolest tours. They like all of our forklifts. They're wireless. They run by robots.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Did you say they ran by robots?
Yeah, literally, they're unmanned forklifts. After a tool gets put together and put on a pallet, an unmanned forklift comes and picks it up and puts it in the storage facility. We have in China, our factory in Germany is about 700,000 square feet. That includes warehousing there. Our factory in China is 5.5 million square feet under roof.
Did you say 5.5 million? Was that the city of Beijing?
Yeah.
Dude, that's massive. Like, you can't walk in that mug. You're taking boat. You're taking
jammed and packed.
It's crazy the size. Because when you look at Shervon, our house brands at Shervon are Flex, Skill, and Ego. Those are our house brands. Those are just the brands that we have complete control over. Those are the brands that we put all of our, heart and soul into when we develop them. We manufacture a lot of other tools that are out in the market. We manufacture all the Hyper Tough for Walmart. We manufacture all the Master Force for Menards, and we manufacture all the Cobalt product for Lowe's. We have a great relationship with Lowe's.
What? You just dropped some knowledge, bro.
I think a lot of people don't understand the size of Shervon and who we are. But when we put the name Flex on it, it has a standard. I think that's the biggest thing that your viewers have to get through their mind, or the market has to understand, is that when we put the name Flex on a product, it has a standard that it has to meet, which is a high standard. I mean, Flex is a premium brand. Flex competes, directly with Hilti, with Milwaukee, with Fine and Festool. I mean, those are all premium brands, and nice. Flex is up there.
Since you brought it up, Rick Smith threw it out. Is this the same Flex line that Lowe's carries?
Yeah, so I think that's also another thing that people have to understand.
Yep.
Obviously, the products you sell on your website are the specialized products for the automotive market.
We need to add more. We need batteries.
You definitely, there are different things. You guys just added this product last week. Yep. Like, it literally got added last week. We have a lot to discuss offline and getting you guys your website up to par with carrying some of our lighting, some of our drills.
Yeah,
those things that every detailer needs.
I bought the lighting too, just for so here's what I did, right? I knew we were gonna start carrying Flex, so I'm on.
When did you know? When did you decide your Flex?
When I texted him, it was like, "Hey, can we carry Flex?"
He's was it the cordless pressure washer? You were like, "That's it."
No, it was meeting him in person, and then I was like, dang it, man. They just came out the 24-volt Rotary. I didn't get to see that in person. I only saw the force rotation at DA. Mm. And I'm a Rotary fan, Jamie. I have more Rotaries than I do DAs at my house. So I was like, okay, so I actually bought it during Black Friday. Then I got the stack lithiums. Then I was like, dang it, dude. I'm just going to switch everything out. Give it all away. All of my Shine Mate. I had a moment of silence for them. Rip.
There's nothing worse than having all kind of batteries piled up.
My wife got me a drill for Christmas, and I'm sitting here like, you know what I need? Lights. So I got the Flex little tripod light, which is insane because you press the button, the tripod opens up, and it's super bright.
That light's a great light. It can double as a as a great light, but also if you fold that down and put it together, it really looks like a rocket launcher. So if you're trying to scare the neighbors or something like that, put it on your shoulder. You might have the police called on you, but
So what do you think? Why did Lowe's decide to get the Flex line?
So that's actually a really good question, Jamie. I'm glad you brought that up. Lowe's came to us. We've had a great relationship with Lowe's for a long time. Shervon has been working with Lowe's, obviously on the Cobalt line, for many years. They came to us and they said, "Hey, we want to create a pro brand. We want a brand that competes directly against Milwaukee in the market." And I just being honest, I mean, they just came to us and said that. And
that's awesome.
What we do? We turned to them and we said, "We already have that. We have that brand." Because Germany's been selling all of our cordless drills, all the lighting. They've been selling all that stuff for years over in Germany, and it's been under the red color. But what happened was when we brought it over, our brand and marketing team said, "Well, we're not going to have a competing product against Milwaukee and have it in the color red." So we had to recreate it. We recreated the brand. I think honestly, we made it pretty cool and sleek.
So that's what inspired the color change and stuff.
It is what inspired the color change. And
I like it a lot better now.
The LEDs and stuff.
Black, gray, green lights. That's amazing.
It just looks sweet.
What I like about it too, it's okay. All right, no more fanboying. After this, I'm done. I'm done. Okay. After this, I'm done. All right,
took his hat off, ladies and gentlemen.
I was sweating. I put the rotary. So the rotary from the power tool is 600 RPMs starting off. The rotary for the old V8 18 volt was 600 RPM starting out. This mug starts at 550. So if you're gonna jewel paint, you can put that mug at 550 all the way down, and it has clicks, so you could go half steps. You can't do that no other tool, bro. Half steps.
So that was a really cool thing. And actually, this came up when we were doing the development. We actually, a lot of the people that were testing the product, we went out and asked them. We said, "Hey, do you want us to say that the tool has 1 through 11 different speeds?" And everybody looked at us and said, "No, we don't really want that, because everybody's used to saying that your tool has 6 speeds." So we're like, all right, so we can't put 1 through 11 on the tool. So what we do? We gave you a half speed. And the reason we gave you a half speed, I don't want anybody to ask this question in the comments or call me and ask me, "Hey, I just need a little bit more speed," or "Hey, it's just a little bit too fast. Can you knock it down?" Now we gave you a half speed. So you have 11 speeds.
That's awesome.
So 6 speeds with, 1 in between each of those 6 speeds, which counts for 11 different speeds. So I think that's kind of a cool thing that our product team came up with, an idea. I think really what it comes down to, Eddie, when you're using this tool, the rotary specifically, the 24 volt gives you the power that you need.
Oh, it's BDE, bro.
Meaning it doesn't bog down at all. It's just crazy the way it works.
I was scared on this paint I was doing for a video. You know how you got to put a little work sometimes when you're using like low power naps to cut?
Yeah.
And I'm used to rotaries just sticking. They stick. This dude said,
kept on trucking, huh?
Yeah, bro. It reminded me of, it was screaming like a rape tape. It was all over the channel. I was like, oh my gosh, bro, I'm gonna burn through this. So I had to half step it back.
Tanner calling you out. Nobody can burn paint like Eddie holding the brand new rotary.
My rotary skills are
especially with them half speeds. I bet. He just ramps it up one more click.
No, I'm not that guy. I stay at 4, but now I could go down to 3.5, right? So
dangerous with half speed,
dude. But that's awesome. To be honest, Eddie, most people that I've seen using the new rotary or even the new gear driven, they're not using it on speed 6 like they were with the original 18 volt.
Oh, I was at 3.5.
Everybody with the 18 volt always had it on speed 6 because they wanted more power. And I think our engineers and our product development team really, with this tool, were able to deliver that with the power that 24 volt batteries offer you.
Right.
So what else was updated? 1200 RPM is good enough to cut paint in this modern age. In like regular clear coat, if you're going to use on a boat, you'll go up. And if you want to see a good video, you got to go to Stark Marine. What's his name? He did a good video.
Ken Mercer did a great video. He did a couple great videos out there. He really went into depth with the rotary. So he He did some great videos.
So what other big updates for these new
I think
24-volt machines were?
just advancing. Like if you go to our web, you go to your website, you have the information, but you can also go to flexpowertools.com.
Yeah.
And motor around. There's under products, you can click on the polishing tab. I think one of the biggest things to also mention and to talk about, maybe dive in a little bit more, and you guys ask questions, is about our battery technology. That's really what makes Shervon, what we are.
Is insanity.
It is nuts, and a lot of people don't understand what is involved. If Jamie, if you want to go to our website, flexpowertools.com, and click on the technology tab, and kind of scroll down through the technology tab, we'll see all of the different
innovations. Pull up here. Like it's a dangerous thing when you send me to do the website hunting, but here we go.
The fact that he's doing this kind of makes me happy.
Unrelenting power.
No, it's insane.
So it's crazy when you take our batteries apart. Stacked lithium, first of all, a lot of people don't understand what the difference between regular lithium and stacked is. Mm-hmm. Regular lithium cells are rolled lithium cells. That's what's in every single Tesla car today. That picture right there is showing you our stacked lithium. So stacked lithium is in what's in every single person's cell phone. It's a flat pouch-like battery. And the reason it's important, and this is the next technology, the next technology, mm-hmm. is that we're able to deliver 200% more power and 300% longer battery life. Basically, what that means is that this battery, our engineers say, will last 300% longer than a regular lithium battery. So
yeah, so I've had some cordless polishers for about a year, and both batteries are toast.
Okay,
so like you're promising me some longer life with these good flex batteries. That's good to know.
The other thing is how fast they charge. It's crazy. Literally, that 6 amp hour. Eddie, I don't know which stack you guys got.
I got 6 amp. So what I did was, I'll tell you, Chris, I'm all in, right? So I'm that guy. I bought the supercharger 4-port one. I have a nice 550 watt charger, and then I have
you play no games. That's the big boy.
Yeah, I have the big boy.
And that takes up the whole dang cabinet.
Takes up half the thing. And I bought 2 8 amps, and I bought 2 6 amp lithium stacked. Mm-hmm. The 6 amp lithium stack powers my light for an hour and a half longer than my 8 amp one.
Yes, which is crazy. When you look at the size difference from that 6 amp hour, it actually equals a 10 amp hour Milwaukee battery if you put them side by side, as far as what the output is and how long the battery lasts. It's crazy. And the stacked lithium is the next generation of all batteries for every company, really.
And then what's wild is your 3.5 stack lithium. This is nerding out. Everyone chat, grab a beer. We're nerding out. Okay. The 3.5 stack lithium is compared to the 5 amp hour lithium that you get with your tools. So if you use the 3.5 lithium, you'll get the same power outage and output, the same as your 5 amp hour one that you get with your polishers.
Exactly. And you talked about the charger. We have 4 different chargers. Every tool that we sell comes with a high-speed charger. That's something I always point out. I don't even call it a regular charger. I call it a high-speed charger. So it comes with 160 watt. And a lot of people are like, well, what does that mean? Well, if you go and buy a DeWalt or a Milwaukee product off the shelf, mm-hmm. their product is going to come with a 60 or 70 watt charger standard. If you want a 160 watt charger, they have it, but they charge you $100 and some more for that charger. But we're including that free, basically part of our kit that comes to the customer. So we're giving you a high-speed charger. But that being said, we have 3 other chargers. You mentioned we have a 280 and a 550 watt.
And a 1120 watt. Don't leave the big boy out.
It's crazy. So the 1120 watt is actually not as powerful as the 550.
No, because the 1100
is split between all 4 ports. Yeah. And that's actually about max for what a regular breaker would do. Otherwise, you'd start blowing breakers at your house. But the 550, you can charge that 5 amp hour battery in literally 15 minutes from 0 to 100%.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's
Jamie, it's true. I did a car. Mm-hmm. I put the 5 hour amp one and I used it for the light and I used it for the tool. I put because I have a 550 watt charger. I have a 1100 watt charger, and then I have the 220. I think I have 3 of them, and I could charge like 8 batteries at one time. Dude, 15 minutes, bro. Full send.
That's a lot.
I
That's a
can
lot
go
of
pee,
power.
poop, and shower and come back in my battery charge.
Yeah, you can
Ready
take
to
a
go.
little break, come back, get you a little water, come back, your battery's good to go.
Pee, poop, and shower,
Can't
kids.
beat that. Look, Bruce is deep in Milwaukee. Bruce.
Bruce again now. He ain't
Time-
climbing down.
Hey,
I mean, he's
wait a minute. Let's take a deep breath here. I love having the Milwaukee guy on the call.
Yeah, he's there.
Bring him on.
That's-
Give him
that's
the
great.
link.
Yeah.
So what I can do for that guy that has a Milwaukee,
Uh-oh.
buy the Flex tool. I'm going to give you a lifetime warranty until the end of the year. So we literally, I know that's crazy, but our marketing team said,
No way.
can we get people that are on DeWalt or on Milwaukee saying, hey, we want you to try Flex.
You
Mhm.
kind of
So-
screwed me, Chris, because I gave all my Milwaukee stuff away. Like I gave
But
all
the
my
bottom
DeWalt
line,
stuff
like-
away.
Like seriously, we are offering a lifetime warranty. Everybody's like, well, what do you mean? Like that's ridiculous. It's a lifetime warranty, but honestly, 5 years from now, we're gonna have the next cool tool. So you're gonna want to buy that tool anyways. So you might have a lifetime warranty on something, but the next technology is going to be out. You're going to want to
keep
buy
advancing.
into like technologies.
Yeah, I see
But
what you're saying. So
realistically-
Bruce, think about it, Bruce.
Realistically,
Think about
if
it.
you have a problem with your tool, you have a problem with the battery, you have a problem with the charger, you go to our warranty section on our website,
Mhm.
call the 800 number, and they'll get it figured out. They'll either replace the tool, they'll send you a new battery, they'll send you a new charger, whatever needs to be done. They ask you a few questions, but the most important thing, whenever you buy the tool, you take your receipt
Warranty and register.
and you got to register it online. That's the most important thing. Within
Yeah.
registration has to be done.
30
Honestly,
days.
I think it's 30 days or 60 days. I should know this, but I'm pretty sure it's 30 days from the date you purchase it. It is 30 days from the date you purchase it. You go on, create an account on flexpowertools.com and register your tool. You get a lifetime warranty on the product. That's crazy. You didn't register yours, did you, Eddie? You
I registered every single one. Listen, Chris, I'm gonna tell you something right now. The one thing I did right was not buy the Pixie. I bought the shaft, right? So I shafted myself, but I did register all of them. I registered all of them, every single bit of them. This man he's done. But hey, we got questions in chat.
Yeah, let's look at some of those.
We want to give you. I guess I want to get to the most controversial question. Where's Doc at? Let's do this. Let's go over this question because Jamie keeps going out.
Yeah, I think the cold has messed up. The
Cold
swamp.
has nothing to do with your internet, bro.
I think the what are those called? The fiber wires are froze. I think we're gonna
impossible. It's what you're saying right now doesn't exist.
You don't know that. You don't know what happened in the swamp.
100%
Anyway,
impossible. All
we
right.
do have a great question here from Mr.
Doc.
Patel. Comments on Matt Mormon's testing of the 15 millimeter and the increased vibration translated to his hand during testing. He said the gear driven was solid. Didn't have positive reviews on the 15 millimeter.
I mean, honestly, what I would say about that, I watched the video. Matt called me. I think he even commented in the video about talking to me. The bottom line, he called me like I think it was the day after Christmas or the day before Christmas, like Christmas Eve or some random time. And I saw Matt pop up on my phone. I'm like, oh, I got to take this, so I took it. And he was telling me about that, and I kept reminding him about all the positive things that are there. He had a limited amount of pads because I would tell you with that free spinning tool, I'm not a free spinning tool person either. But one thing we noticed at SEMA was that on the free spinning tool, you had to have the right pad. Whether Matt had the right pad or not, I would say I'm not sure. But also Matt doesn't sell all of our products. So it's hard for him to give a recommendation for something that he doesn't sell a product. He sells only select items on his website. So that's what I'd say about that.
Different strokes for different folks.
I think as well too. Like he did say, because I watched that video too, that you have your force rotation dialed in.
I mean, our Rotary and the gear driven product is it's unbelievable. That's the way I look at it. Those are my go-to. Those are my go-to. I'm a Rotary and a gear driven guy.
Are they touched by God?
Yeah.
We're saying you're touched by God. All right.
I would tell you that Michael over in Germany, he'll probably watch this video. One of our product development people, as well as John Carnival. A lot of you guys probably have seen John at some of our trade shows. Both of those people put their heads together. They really try hard to develop a product that the market's asking for. Mm-hmm. Whenever you guys drop these comments, in this thing, and you make comments about a product that we have, They don't go unanswered. You may think they go
Nice.
unanswered, but 5 years from now, when we come out with the next car polisher,
They get
those
remembered.
comments that were in this
Yep.
segment will be addressed on the next.
There you go.
It's crazy the way that works, but and we try to give credit where it is deserved. We always thank people for telling us about stuff. So it is important to tell us.
Gotta get the heated wires. Louisiana can't handle this.
So can we talk? Look, I'm not here for controversy, but my I don't give a F meter is kind of high today. So let's
Milwaukee works with any pad.
He's
Chris,
saying
your
Hills in Milwaukee. Well, I don't think that's what Chris was saying, right? Maybe Chris, I'm not going to talk for you because I'm not your linguist, but there's another company that has a polisher that's cordless that stalls with some pads as well. It's just life, right? It's just life. So are you saying that your DA, depending on the pad, might give you a little more stall or vibration, or let's dive into that a little bit so we could.
That's exactly what I would say. I mean, a free spinning tool. I don't care how you look at it. We can stall the product. Like people say, oh, you can't stall this or you can't stall that. I can stall it. You give me the product, I can stall it. Even it doesn't matter how much power it has. I think the biggest thing is most of the free spinning tools, they to get into heavy like correction, most of the free spinning companies, whether it's Rupes or it's Milwaukee, they're going to tell you you have to go to a Rotary before you use our product to finish it out. And that's why we've always, when we first launched our all three different motions that we have, we have all three different motions. We have that Rotary, we have the gear driven, and we have the free spinning. We consider the free spinning tool our finisher. It's our final product. If you're trying to get to that high finish, the finisher is what we've always said. That's why I always tell you that the gear driven tool, which is my favorite tool, is the most versatile tool. That's the most versatile tool.
I've never dove deep into the gear-driven machines.
I gave you one.
I know Eddie did give me one like a year and a half ago, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this, and I just never. I used it like once. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't get it. So what is the point of a gear-driven machine?
So the gear-driven machine, to be honest with you, it doesn't stall at all. I personally think that it gives you the most consistent finish all the way around your car.
So you can use it for one step, a cutting step. Like, can you walk me through it? Because I don't.
Yeah. So I mean, with a gear-driven tool, we can change the pad to a more aggressive pad using a cutting compound, and we can cut the car. The same exact tool, I can put a finishing pad on, and I can use a finishing product and finish out that car. Okay. But when I say that it touches the car the same all the way around it, if we have all three of us have gear-driven tools and we're going around that car, all three of us, whether we're putting 10 pounds of pressure or 15 pounds of pressure, we're going to get a relatively similar result. If we all have free spinning tools, Eddie, you might hold it different than I hold it. So now your finish is going to be different because you've got different rotation on the.
Jamie's the only one I know that could haze paint with a finishing tool.
So
Jimmy,
here's a controversial thing. I'll tell you this. The majority of the presentations and the majority of the trainings that you guys see out there and you go to, those people don't have all three motions that they're promoting and selling.
Oh,
so they're not interesting. They're not going to talk about a gear-driven tool. Or you mentioned Matt Mormon's video, and he was talking about the product. He doesn't like our gear-driven tool. He never has. He's never sold our 3401 on his website, which is one of our most popular tools.
The Beast, the original OG Beast, right? The VRVG or whatever.
Yeah, the Beast. So I mean, it's hard for him to recommend that product when he doesn't sell it. So
makes sense.
If we want to turn people to buy a product that we sell, we make more margin on a particular product. So we turn the discussion or we turn the training to meet those demands. So whenever you're at a training with a company that doesn't have all three motions that are available, they're going to turn the sales pitch towards their product. I think that's a big thing that people need to look at.
Watch for it. Eddie, I think we got a bunch of questions lining up. I think we got about 25.
I'm going to ask questions, but to his point, I'm not sticking up for Matt. But to give a good recommendation for. He said you had it dialed in, the Beast. And before, even the old school the 3401 is a phenomenal tool. I'll never give that polisher away. I think some people don't like it because it doesn't spin fast enough to use a pad washer where I blow out
someone said that
pads.
here. Yeah.
I blow out pads, so I don't really care. But
Okay.
yeah, see, someone did say it.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, use a blow tool, bro. I just blow out pad.
I mean, honestly, go to Harbor Freight, buy a rotary tool, use that in your pad washer. Why would you use a $500 tool in a pad washer? I personally wouldn't. I'd buy a cheap tool or
don't
a drill.
risk
I'm
it.
gonna start calling you the
Don't risk it
Scarface
for the biscuit.
of cutting paint.
Yeah.
Chris don't give a shit.
We're bringing
Chris
Chris back.
doesn't give a F word. He's listening, guys. Everyone, women in chat, you buy a $500 tool and wash your shit with it. He's like, F you guys.
I mean, the bottom line, I think, and never get rid of a tool. You should have never gotten rid of your tools, Eddie. You always add to your arsenal, man.
No,
you let them hang on the wall, get a little bit of dust.
Uh-huh.
Let
them age.
Your arsenal.
No, listen, Chris. It's like having a side chick. It gets messy. You don't know which one you want to get anymore. So I gave him all the way. Like
it's going way sideways.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like I'm all in. If I'm gonna use Flex, I just use all Flex. If I use Shine Mate, I use all Shine Mate. I'm all in. So.
I hear you. I hear you. I appreciate someone that does that. But I think the biggest thing is making sure that Flex is a part of your arsenal, because there are different projects that require different things. I think that's really what it comes down to. Yeah. Let's get to the next question, Jamie.
All right, let's all these questions. We got a lot of questions, bro.
Eddie, I'm missing a couple from when I jumped out from the very beginning. Yeah. So you do like the first
I'll
five.
Scroll up.
So,
you'll scroll up and I'll ask the questions? Cool.
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
We're gonna lose everybody here in a little bit when the game starts.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah.
He already answered this. It's coming.
It's coming.
ETA for the polisher replacement. He said it's road mapping. Right here. We got a 21 millimeter. What's up, dude? You got a 21 coming?
I think the biggest thing, I was hopeful to have 4 polishers to launch at SEMA this year. Flex does not release something until it's fully ready. That's the best answer that I can give you there.
Boom.
So what I'm hearing is yes, it's coming.
I didn't say that.
Hey, he doesn't have to say it. I'm reading in between the lines.
There are a lot of people that watch these videos. I'm in sales.
Oh, he didn't say it. Chris didn't say it. Chris didn't say it, and he does not approve these messages.
That's right.
EB20 versus I never had a Pixie in my life, so I have to tell you after I try both. I have both here, so I have to try.
I love my Pixie. I saw a couple people in the chat said it was underpowered, but I've never had a problem with it. So, we'll get to those questions in a minute.
Let's answer that. So why do people say that it's underpowered? I think a lot of people try and use the product. They try and use the unit for more than what it's designed to be used for. A lot of times people will try and use like a 2-inch or a 3-inch pad on the rotary setting. Mm-hmm. It's not designed for that. It's designed for rotary and the 1-inch. And if you go, it's not designed for 2 and 3-inch rotary, but people use it that way. It does have a safety built in though, so you can't overwork it or do damage to the tool.
Yeah,
it won't.
A lot of people don't know too. You take the PXC and the 3-inch, and you got to apply a little bit of pressure, and it likes it. It likes it a lot, and then that thing goes to town.
Oh, it does. Yep.
Yeah, I ain't never had a problem with the PXC. I love that freaking thing.
I've never used it, and I was looking forward to doing the Cadillac this Saturday, and the box just came in, and I got the Flex shafts.
Yeah, so if you're having a little problems, apply a little pressure next time you use it and see if that straightens it out. What's the next question?
This is a good question. I think this is valid when we look at the rest.
Rick Smith, why should I invest in any cordless line with technology always evolving? What are the benefits? Good question.
Well, this is a good example here. I actually have something to talk about. I don't think you guys have this on your website yet. This is the adapter, though. So if you have the 18-volt product, this is the brand new adapter that goes on the 18-volt polisher, and you can put the 24-volt battery on.
So Chris, are you saying that the battery itself will give it more power, or is the machine
I'm not allowed to say that, but at SEMA, everybody said that this adapter will give your 18-volt polisher about 10 to 15% more power. It's crazy. Like literally, if you buy this adapter and you use the new batteries on there, you will see on about speed 4 is where the 18-volt battery would be at. And you got those extra 2 speeds. You got 5 and 6. And when you get up to 6, It's works really well.
Nice.
Works really well. So
Yeah, so y'all are thinking about the past generation as well, bringing them in to the
I
new
think the
generation.
biggest,
That's beautiful.
to answer that question, why would I invest in Cordless when technology is always changing?
Yep.
What I would tell you is that if you don't get your money out of the product in a year or 2 years, you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, I think a lot of the professional detailers, you know, when you invest in a polisher like this, it should be making you money. You know, if this is your DIY product, hell, you buy this polisher, it's going to last you a lifetime for sure.
Well, you said a good thing here, and I think that's what we have to understand. A lot of us are DIYers, but a lot of us have businesses. For me, it's an investment. So first of all, I write it off. Second of all, after the second car, I made my money back.
Exactly.
So at that point in time, you're just investing in batteries. So we have this question here.
We got DB. Are you going to make a 90-degree power drill like the one in the Milwaukee line? I hear that's amazing for getting under seats. Interesting. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I know what he's talking about.
So, you know, I hope John Carnival, my product manager, is listening to this, or he watches it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. The bottom line, John is always developing tools for the detail market, which is really cool. If you go to Mobile Tech Expo, the end of this month, January, John will be there with me, set up in our booth.
Nice.
And those are the type of things he wants to hear from you. Like, what are you using from another power tool manufacturer that can make your life easier as a mobile detailer or as a detailer? So I know exactly what drill you're talking about.
You see it in a lot of videos too, because it snaps on and people use it for cleaning, for brushes and all that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I will make sure that John knows about that. I can't say for sure if I know it's on the roadmap or not, but I mean, we have like every quarter, we have like 5 to 10 different tools coming out. So in 2 or 3 months, we're going to have another 5 tools that we're launching, which is crazy the way we launch products.
That's awesome. We got Chris M. When will we get an Ego Rotary that uses the 56 volt battery?
Lord, you'll burn my paint, my marriage.
Ego Rotary.
I would tell you that a lot of times we do not cross brands in our company. So you're not going to see, like, I guess I can't say this for sure, but I don't think you'll ever see like an Ego, labeled product with a flex battery that's adaptive or vice versa. Yeah. I think this person's just being funny though.
Yeah, it was funny.
Well, sure, that'd definitely give you a lot of power.
Cut your marriage in half. You get a 56 volt rotary, dude. You touch paint with that between you and God and the insurance company.
I love some Ego too. Chris M. Again, do you foresee a flex stack pack expansion that includes more wall mounting options and wall accessories?
This, by the way, this Chris M. is not me on my cell phone asking me questions. When I first saw that in the chat, I'm like,
I was like, Chris M is trolling.
Metcalf. Unless my son's upstairs asking these questions because he sits over my shoulder and he sees all of my presentations.
Yeah.
I would tell you that we will have some things in the next 2 months that are super exciting for our stack pack. We have a ton more stuff coming out for stack pack. And really everything we have coming out for stack pack will make your life easier. And I reiterate, if you don't have stack pack in your detailing business right now, you should get our starter kit, which is basically the 3-in-1. So that's the rolling case, the medium box, and then the smaller case that goes on top. That's kind of like
a rolling case and the 3. I got the one that has the 3
the drawers.
Yeah, and then I need
because
I want to put my sanding equipment in there, like my blocks that I got from Jason.
Yeah.
And then my pipettes.
The whole point of the stack pack is to get you organized. And if you're a mobile detailer and you're showing up at a customer's house and you open up the back of your truck and your shit is everywhere. And, I mean, you don't want the customer to see that. At least if it's everywhere inside your case, it looks organized when you open up the back of your truck. I think that's the biggest thing. I think we all have problems. I'm not as OCD as some of the people are on this call. Probably every detailer is typically OCD, but at least when you put the stuff in the stack pack, you look organized. I think that's a good thing to think about.
That's right. When the box is closed, it looks
good.
That's
it. Out of sight, out of mind.
That's right. Mobile Detail Shop. Doesn't Chevron buy out Flex or probably did the buyout Flex. I know they make their 20-volt batteries.
Yeah, so Shervon, kind of the history and the story behind Shervon. If you go to shervongroup.com, that's our Shervon website. You see a little bit more information about the company, but basically Shervon purchased Flex. I guess it was almost 10 years ago now. I've been with the company for 15. I actually worked directly for Germany when I came on. I worked with obviously Bob Eichelberg, who has since retired. And Bob and I ran the company for 5 years, just the two of us selling Flex around North America. And then Shervon came into the picture. Shervon purchased the entire company of Flex, worldwide.
Lord,
and
their money is different.
Honestly, the owner of Shervon, when we met him, when he purchased the company, he knew he had a vision. I mean, one of our core values is better tools, better world. So, even our factory in China has a garden up on top that the employees can go up there and garden at lunchtime and in the afternoon. Like, it's crazy. So better tools, better world. He purchased Flex so that he had a premium brand. He knew that if he bought a German power tool company, that he could turn that worldwide company into a brand that it's growing to right now.
You get Dr. Patel trying to switch over.
He's switching over,
Bruce, because that man is particular.
Bruce,
he spent a lot of time with me at SEMA, and he's reached out to me. Great guy, him and his family, and he asked every question in the book before he.
And they're impactful questions, right? They're not like stupid questions like I would ask you, like, "Hey, does this come in a different colorway?"
He's a doctor. Oh,
there you go.
Dang, I don't know what happened there, but your camera's possessed by the devil. Yeah, Doc starts asking questions. He's interested, so when he starts making moves, that's a big investment to go from Milwaukee to Flex. Is a big investment.
That goes to show you there must be something to it, though. All right, the next question we got. Brilliant auto spot. I'd like to see a new PXC. Here it was. The current version is underpowered. However, it's the most versatile polisher on the market. Chris, what you got for the man?
The bottom line, if you don't have a PXC80 or you haven't tried one, you do need to buy that product. It is one of the best products on the market. It's our number one selling product, I would say, by far. And I think, that product now, honestly, I think that product's like 6 years old.
It's pretty old at this point. It's
crazy.
Still just freaking phenomenal. It's my favorite tool.
We're excited. I mean, I can't announce anything, but I would hope by SEMA this year we see something exciting. And
I'm looking forward to next SEMA then for sure. There Chris, you go.
What you just told me was this.
What did he tell you? That you're about to buy this. Just go buy the PX.
You're not going to see a new unit for some time. I will tell you that.
Okay.
You're going to go out and buy a PX80, and then next month you're going to see the new product.
Exactly.
Honestly, though, the PX80, like you said, Eddie, you better get your money out of it the first job you do. I mean, it.
Just buy it, Mike.
Honestly, with the PX80, you're going to add headlight restoration to your job. You're going to fix all those minor scratches. You're going to talk to a customer. If you can feel that scratch with your fingernail, it's got to go to a body shop anyways to get fixed. But at least you might be able to get that customer to where they're happy. So you can take that PX80, you can wet sand that area where that scratch is, try and get it down, try and get it leveled down.
You don't have to sell me, Chris. I already got it in the cart. Right, I already got it in the cart. Do I got to do it live?
Check out right now.
Listen to this.
Jay Cord, real excited, real happy with his beast. Still true to its name.
I didn't even tell you guys. So the new cordless gear-driven tool. I will give Ken Mercer this. He calls it the Better Beast. And if you watch any of his videos, he's calling it the Better Beast.
Better Beast.
The Better Beast. It is pretty funny that he calls it that.
I got the pork grinds. There's no way it's better.
The Better Beast.
No way.
Yeah, get it in this man's hands and we'll see. Brian Schwab. Hey, Chris, thanks for taking time out. You have to realize that China has a bad reputation for producing low-quality junk. So when you have high-quality production coming out of China, it's a different story, I guess.
I think, Brian, this is a great question. Thanks for asking it. I think I would tell you that there are 2 companies that manufacture products out of China for the detailing industry, and they make them for everybody that a lot of people are buying from. I guess I'm trying to make. There's different levels of quality of power tools.
Yeah.
And our company makes different levels of power tools. We have an entry level power tool, we have a mid grade power tool, and we have a premium grade power tool, which is the Flex.
Nice.
So I would tell you that the factory that we produce our product in, we have complete control over that factory. A lot of the products you're buying in the detailing market today from other brand names, they don't manufacture the product. They don't have any control over the quality. So that's why you have what you say, low quality power tools. Those low quality power tools are coming from factories where they have no control over how the product's manufactured. Man, come on. Pork rinds, really?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sitting here. Look, I got
the skimmer. Are those barbecue flavored or what flavored?
Dude, I'm sitting here thinking about spending money on Flex, right? I'm thinking about spending money on Flex. Then I'm thinking about everyone hating on China, and everyone's like, "Hey, it's made in China." But if you look at every bottle you use to open, it's all made in China. But in my mind, I'm like, dude, if it works, it works. Who cares where it's made?
So if there's a couple videos out there of our corporate office in Chicago. I would tell you that, we have our corporate office in Naperville, Chicago. That's where our main corporate office is. That's where our CEO, Frank Carroll, is. He's sits there, controls the company. That's where all of our R&D is. Our R&D's, in Chicago. So we have a lot of great employees in Chicago, and we have a lot of sales reps all across the country. So Shervon cares about us, and we want to make sure that we put out good quality tools.
Heck yeah. Speaking of good quality, this is a good question. What kind of grease comes into polishers? Most need swapping. So is there any need to pull out the YouTube and figure out how to swap grease with the Flex polishers? What are we looking at?
I have a Rotary. Can I say this, Chris? I've had my Rotary for years. My Rotary and my Beast for years. I've never swapped the grease ever, and it's perfect.
So I'll tell you, all of our stuff is sealed on the inside. So unless you do something wrong, you shouldn't really have to take our product apart. The low quality polishers that you're buying on eBay and stuff like that, where there's videos where people are taking them apart and changing the grease, that's because where they were put together, they didn't know what they were doing.
Shout out to
I would say that our German factory, when we put this Rotary together, there's a planetary gear system in here that helps reduce the head speed so the motor's turning fast. That planetary gear system's sealed. Unless you do something crazy to cause problems, you'll ever have to take it apart.
There you go.
So
things like Fort Knox.
So wait, let's talk for a second, because say people who had their machines for years and years and years and years, because you're saying it's sealed and the way it's airtight, we should get the same performance we had from day 1 to day 10 unless you drop it, hit somebody with it, run it over, etc.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, Eddie, you don't need to take it apart. The grease that is in there is designed to get extremely hot. It does not break down and liquefy. So, I don't think you ever need to take the tool apart. If you do need to take it apart, honestly, by that time, it's time to get a new tool. You've got your money's worth. I've had so many times people come up to me at SEMA and they're like, I've had your Beast for 8 years. I'm like, I've never sold you a tool for 8 years.
Time to upgrade.
It's a real market because people do hoard tools, right? My dad has the same drill from the 70s that when you plug it in, you shock yourself. You got to pray over that. So, I was in Georgia and we were doing the deck, right? And it's when I went and bought my dad some Milwaukee stuff. He had this drill, son, that literally it had to be stamped 1968. He had it when he was 18.
You got to wear rubber gloves to use that.
Yeah, I plugged that mug in. I shocked myself. The Holy Spirit felt it. My balls started rattling. It was bad.
Oh, Eddie's dad was trying to sling me a pressure washer. It was under a piece of plywood. He was like, this thing right here, you want this. You want
he FaceTimes Jamie and it literally struggled to spit water out at 100.
Oh, Jesus.
It's great. Tanner Bobbitt, the world is ready for the Ego 1000 blower.
So I got some samples today, actually, and I was hoping that my new commercial blower was in there. It wasn't. It's coming soon. But there is literally I don't even know if you guys know this. There's an Ego commercial handheld blower that's 1,000 CFM.
Are you for real?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Can anybody buy it, or do you have to sign up for
it? Actually, I don't know. It's online somewhere, but when you use it, you have to have 2 hands on it. That's how much power. I don't know if it'll be good for a detailer though, because you might blow the paint off the car.
You might. Cars these days, probably. Chris M, flex drills and drill brushes. Is that a good combo? Do you recommend a flex drill for a drill brush?
100%.
100%. There you
go. There's just honestly, you don't even need to buy our turbo drill. You just buy our standard flex, drill. Throw any drill brush that you have, and it's great for cleaning carpets and getting stains out of seats and stuff.
Nice. We might need that. We might need to add that to the site.
Yeah, for sure, with your drill brush.
Yeah, just a standard drill for because Chris M was also wondering, no drill brushes on Thor, Eddie. What's up with that?
So what happened was,
well,
let us date him last week.
Just so you guys know, I know what the first package that you guys are going to do is the PXE80 with the shaft. You got to do a package of that.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Sorry, I just bought a PXE80.
He's over there eating pork rinds. He's shopping.
No, listen, I'm not joking. So people think I buy from Thor. I get stuff from Thor for free. I can share my screen. I'm gonna share it.
You're gonna give away the credit card information.
Oh, look at this.
There it is.
There it is.
I just bought it. So
nice.
Shout out to having the shaft without the tool.
Shout out to don't buy the shaft without the PXE people. Don't do that. But stay tuned for them drill brushes. You never know. How long before Flex makes it to Thor Canada? Eddie, any plans?
The what?
We talked about this, Eddie. So I don't know.
Yes, we did. So what happened was Chris is cool on the podcast, but getting a hold of Chris is literally like talking to the president of the United States.
I answer the phone.
No, I text you, I email you, and it's like 10 days later.
Ghost town.
We actually, a lot of people don't realize this, but in Canada we have an office up there. Jeff runs that up there for our sales side of things. So I would imagine eventually this will be available on the House of Rags up there as well. So
I like it. There you go. Let's see. Will Thor eventually carry the storage system? Can you talk about the storage system a little bit? So that's the Flex Stack Packs. Yeah.
Are we going to carry that?
I've never had a stack pack type of system. I've always kind of been confused on them. So, it seems like more for the mobile guys for sure. What would that benefit? Kind of a garage, more shop setup like myself?
I have it.
So
yeah, but you buy everything.
The bottom line, I think you keep yourself organized. The nice thing about the stack pack is there are shelving. So if you go on our website, flexpowertools.com, and you go to the stack packs section, you can see all of the wall mount stuff that we have. And there's shelves that fold down. So you can keep yourself organized, put it out of sight, out of mind, put it on the wall. So I think it does work for everybody.
Where's that at?
Storage? Right there. Clicks.
Stack pack.
Bro, you got to stop showing us this because what's the cost to ship one of these things?
Yeah, that's a big old box.
There's no free ship. Listen, if we get the stack pack, or this bad boy, because I have that in the drawer, right?
That's a brand new product there. That's the first of its kind, actually.
Oh, really?
No other storage company has this available and in stock. This is available and in stock. It's a rolling case with a drawer. That picture doesn't do it justice. If you go down below, it shows.
Yeah, it's not. Aha! There we go.
Where did that come out? My wife got me the one that you have to open it up from the top.
Yeah, this literally just came out, Eddie, like a week ago. So now you got to buy this.
Hey,
I'm not.
You got to buy this.
I bought a Pixie. I bought the shaft.
Is this what you bought with the battery?
I have that. Yes,
sir.
Mega.
Yeah, that's the 4-port charger, and that locks on top of the stack pack. So
really?
That literally clicks in right on top.
Oh, so that you can build out a whole charging station on top. Okay.
Why'd you show me that, dude?
I ruined your night. All right. Are the Flex batteries compatible with Cobalt? Interesting question.
You missed the thing.
It's actually there's a lot of different things that are sold on eBay. Those products that are sold on eBay that allow you to adapt different things on different power tools. They're not really legal. We will never have a Flex product be able to put on a Cobalt product. Flex batteries for Flex, Cobalt is for Cobalt.
So basically you're saying if you F it up, it's between you and God.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you don't want to catch something on fire, because all of our tools have computer chips inside of them. The computer chip actually talks to the battery. So that's kind of important to make sure everything kind of jives. That's why it's so important to only use Flex on Flex and vice versa.
Brian Schwab, are we talking about the new 24-volt wireless polishers that just came out for the 18-volt? You understand that?
I don't.
Me neither.
Is he talking about maybe this adapter?
Maybe that. Yeah, maybe that.
So,
Let's
I mean,
see.
this is the adapter. It's, if you look it up, it's the FX0512-Z. So it's FX0512-Z, and that's called the 18-volt to 24-volt adapter is what it's called.
Chris, can I ask you a question?
That
Someone in
adapter.
chat, like who's starting out to buy Flex and things of that nature, and then those of us who are so used to DA and the old adage that the force rotation burns paint. What are the first 3 or first 2 things from a detailer from Flex, right?
Yeah,
that
here's a
you
good
should
question.
get?
What would your beginner
Yeah,
Flex setup
There you
be?
go.
What would I buy? The first product I would buy is our
Yep.
the Better Beast.
The Better
So
Beast.
that's the gear driven 24-volt. And then honestly, if I was to buy a second tool, it's got to be the PXE80.
Yeah,
You got to buy the PXE80. If you need 2 tools in your arsenal, those are the 2 tools I would have.
Nice. Let's see.
There's so many questions for Chris, dude. Chris, we got
This chat's popping. Good job, everybody. Conway has a Shine Make Milwaukee. Said, "What you guys got for me?" I think we've went through a
Conway,
bunch
I
of
love
good stuff.
you, bro. They're good. I think Shine Mate it's a good tool for the money too, but
Yeah, it was a good tool.
$100.
Definitely starting out, but I'm telling you, mine are toast.
Yeah, the battery side. The battery started.
You use them every, or, a weekly basis. Yeah, go through
Shine
a
Mate does
couple
a great job of
seasons.
watching
toast.
our company to make sure that they know if they're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Dude, where's the bell? Where's my lighter at? Where's my details lighter?
Yeah. There you go. Conway, I personally have never used force rotation in 40 years of doing this. It's either DA or rotary. It is as there a learning curve to forced gear driven. Yeah, I haven't figured it out either, Conway. So, Chris, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I would tell you that there is a learning curve. I think I just actually had a conversation with Rob from Canada right before this call. Actually, he called me. He's buying the Better Beast, the gear-driven tool, and he has never used a gear-driven tool. And what I would tell you is that you want to keep the product when you're first getting used to using it. You want to keep it flat to the surface. A good technique is actually to pull the trigger, get used to locking your and hold the polisher back here. So, but you want to keep that tool flat to the surface when you are using it. And that's kind of what the learning curve is. A lot of people say, "Oh, my gear-driven tools like walking all over the place."
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
that? Like, well, what's it? What is it like? Do you have to raise it like the?
You have to get used to that. Your mind. So you need to force yourself to do a full detail with the gear-driven tool. Mm-hmm. You'll never look back, Jamie. If you've never done a full detail with it,
I gave him one. He sold it.
I tried it. No, I didn't sell it. It's around here somewhere.
It's honestly like it's one of those things where I tell people, I'm like, you'll never look back, and you'll have it a part of your arsenal. You may have a Shine Mate, or you may have a Max Shine or another product there, and maybe a job you'll need to use that product. But for the most part, anybody that uses a gear-driven tool, Flex out there, if you ask them how much do you use the gear-driven tool compared to your Rupes or compared to your Milwaukee, they'll tell you that they use our tool 70 to 80% of the time. So
nice.
I know we got so much question. 2 more questions and we'll end this. But can I finish down with the gear-driven? Like, can I just use that to do one step and let it be?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like I said, you want to make sure you just use a finishing pad.
Yeah.
And use a finishing product. And you don't need to apply a lot of pressure. I mean, when I use my gear-driven tool, I can one-hand it, maybe like even 2 fingers, just lightly move it back and forth. And I know the motion. Once you understand that walking effect, you end up using that to your advantage. Just by tweaking your hand left and right, it makes it move left and right, or up and down makes it move forward and back. So as you're doing your hash, your hash steps or your whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Your cross hatch.
Yeah.
You're going to get used to that. Just moving your hand slightly.
I can see that.
That's called your steering hand. So this is my stabilizing hand. This is the hand I'm putting my pressure down.
Yeah.
This is my steering hand back here.
Okay.
So as I get used to moving the tool, it moves around the work area like flawlessly.
I can see that. So it takes away some fatigue if you really master it. Okay. I like
Yeah,
that.
It's like playing Contra when you're polishing. Up, down, left,
up,
right,
down,
left, right.
down. Cheat code. Brian, he was asking if it's worth upgrading from the 18 volt to 24 volt.
Well, one thing I would tell you is if you definitely have an 18 volt, first thing you need to buy is the adapter. The adapter is a small cost to kind of get you into the 24 volt product. So you buy this adapter. This will bring you to the 24 volt platform. Maybe you don't have a rotary right now, or a cordless rotary, or maybe you don't have a cordless gear driven. Maybe you have, a free spinning tool, but you don't have a cordless gear driven. Buy the 24 volt gear driven product. I mean, you're not going to go wrong. And I'm going to give you, or Flex is going to give you, that lifetime warranty. You ever have a problem with that tool, they're going to take care of you. We're going to take care of you. And anybody that's ever had a problem with a Flex product, if you look on Facebook, it's Flex Power Tools. And then there's also another one called Flex Power Tools North America. There's two different Facebook sites.
Yeah.
And everybody comments on there. There's always someone that has a problem with something and they're not happy. But if you ever ask anybody that's having a problem, they always, people in the comments are like, did you register it? And they're like, no. Well, that's why you're having the issue. Just go on and register the product and Flex takes care of you. So
there you go. Yeah, I always forget to do that. All right, speed round, Chris. You ready? Here we go. How much weight does the adapter add to the machine, just out of curiosity?
That's a good question, though.
I would tell you it's not very much, to be honest.
Not very much. Speed round, Chris. Speed round. Mike G. Chris, what is the estimated power increase on the new free spinning polisher?
Not enough for some. Next question. No.
Next question. All right. Next one. Eddie said screw it. Next question.
Okay, I'm totally trolling.
All right, pop back up.
Chris, answer.
I would say once again, it's about a 15% increase in power, maybe 20% on the rotary. I would tell you that one of our stepping stones for the product management team, for the design team, was to meet the corded product. So our new Better Beast, honestly, is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than the Beast, the corded Beast.
Nice. Okay, did that one. Chris, what's the difference between a gear-driven and a dual action other than the forced rotation?
I mean, gear-driven is doing a more of a star-shaped pattern. So it's like a star-shaped pattern, whereas the dual action, it's turning, but it's also oscillating within that realm.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a different pattern. It's
a different pattern.
You go, yeah.
A little different pattern.
Ghost again. Chris, I'm using my PXE as a 3-inch with a 12 millimeter attachment. I find I only get good rotation at speed 4. Is it common for speed for polishing? When do you typically use speed 3? Yeah, I mostly use it on speed 4 as well.
Yeah, speed 4, definitely. It obviously depends on the polishing pad you have. If you have a microfiber, it's grabbing a lot more. If you have a cutting pad, it's grabbing a lot more. So you got to bump it up to that speed 4. I'm excited about the roadmap.
And then when can we get? I know speed round. When can we get bare tools that we could buy from Thor?
The bare tools. I'm sorry, but the bare tools took a little bit longer to come in because obviously the demand. Our first shipment that came over from the factory from Germany obviously sold out right after SEMA, so we got more back in stock on the kits. The next week, the bare tools will be in stock, so you'll start to see the dealers have bare tools available.
All the dealers but us, because we're like
you guys are you'll get yours. You got it.
We're new.
Rick Smith. So let's be very clear on this, Chris. If I buy a Flex tool in 2025, you get a lifetime warranty
on all 24 volt products that are black and gray. If you register them within 30 days of purchase, you will get a lifetime warranty. The lifetime warranty does have a stipulation within it. And the only stipulation really that matters is on the batteries and chargers. You can replace a battery 3 times. You can replace a charger 3 times.
Well, yeah,
that's the only crazy stipulation.
That's no duh, right? Like, you don't want to get raped in battery fees.
So what you're saying?
I don't think any other power tool company offers any warranty on their battery and chargers.
Right. No. So what you're saying, if I go over here to the houseofrags.com and I go to Flex Power Tools and I scroll down, and we purchase, first of all, you don't want to purchase this before, you got to purchase this first, just so we're clear.
I think you guys need to change that around, first of all.
Yeah, you're right. That's the problem. We should put this.
Eddie, that was it.
I wasn't even lit, and I bought the wrong thing. That's the first time in a long time, Chris.
So I click on this bad boy. I buy it. I get it. I register it. Lifetime warranty.
100%. Yep.
100%. There you go. You know where to find them, everybody. All right, back to the speed round. DB, if I asked what's the best light in between the Flex Tower light and the Ego Hexagon, what would you say?
Good question. That's a good freaking question.
That's a good
Hey,
question.
I wanted to ask you that because they look the same.
Hey, either way, I'm gonna make the sale. So I'll be honest with you. I think the freaking 10,000 lumen Ego light, that's the panel light that comes out. It's pretty crazy the amount of light that comes out of that.
But you can't beat the stand of this Ego.
That's the thing, Eddie, is you have there's positives and negatives to each, because the Ego light doesn't come with a stand, but the Ego light does have a spot on the bottom that you can put it on a stand. So
yeah, but this Flex stand is a slapper.
It is
so high.
But also, I'm going to revert back to the roadmap. So let's go to the next question.
Next question.
You understand when I say roadmap?
You just pooped on my purchase.
Chris Bradley, I have a 20
we got them coming. We got cool stuff coming.
XC3401, and it starts sounding a bit louder or more rough recently. Should I change the grease, or should he just buy a new machine? What you think?
So I would tell you, we have a great video. I have a great video on YouTube. Go to YouTube, look up the key search would be Flex 3401 repair, and Mike Phillips and I'll pop up. When he was back at Auto Geek, we made a video. It's up to like 20,000 views or some crazy thing like that.
Nice.
But we did about a 30-minute we did a 30-minute segment, and we told you exactly how to repair the 3401. But a couple things to look at real quick. You may want to check the gears that are inside the tool. You can also go to powerhousetoolparts.com. So once again, that's powerhousetoolparts.com. They have all the parts in stock for that 3401. Talk to Dave Snyder when you call there. He's a great guy. He's repaired those tools forever. He'll help you get the right parts you need.
Dang, that's awesome. Or you can go over to the House of Rex, buy you a brand new 24 volt.
Better beast. You heard me
buy the better beast.
Better beast.
Better.
Brian Schwab, why did Flex move to 24 volt batteries over to 18 volt batteries? Please do not mention Matt Morm again, or this will turn into an argument.
No argument at all there. But Matt's a great guy. He has a lot of good comments and good things he does. But anyways,
he does things his own way.
The reason that we went to 24 volt, to be honest with you, our company knew about the stacked lithium. We wanted to have what's next and what's better. And so that's why we went to 24 volt. We need to give more power in a smaller space. And the only way to do it was to go to the next generation. But we did not leave those 18 volt people behind. We're trying to allow you to come to the 24 volt. Buy this adapter.
I'm sitting here looking at the Eagle line, kind of frustrated.
You're just getting more.
No, I'm like, dang, bro, that light looks wild. Like,
you got the last generation stack pack. You got
blind. I'm so blind.
You guys are never going to invite me again, because Eddie's going to spend literally out there.
I'm texting my wife, can I, or should I?
Answer's no. You enjoy your light.
Battery adapter in Canada.
You have a stack pack. You have a light. Yeah, where can we purchase the battery adapter in Canada?
I mean, I would say Carzilla probably has it in stock.
Shout out to Carzilla.
The guys over at Carzilla, they're great. They always do a good job. I don't know all of Jeff's dealers that are in Canada, so I'm sorry if I did not say someone's name on here. But I used to deal with the guys at Carzilla, and they probably have that adapter in stock.
Carzilla. Look, the doctor says that Ego Light EC, amazing.
I know, I read that. I'm looking. Hey, I even bought the batteries, the extra battery. I was going to buy another. I hate myself.
He loves it.
Bro, wait till you see the new Ego. There's a new Ego oscillating fan. I just got it on my demo order today. It's an Ego oscillating fan. So it turns. Yeah. It has a mister.
I need that during the summer. Dang.
We can use it as a snowmaker right now outside.
Yeah, I don't want to use it now. That's for sure. Enthusiasts, do stack packs have warranties?
The stack packs do have a warranty. They have a 1-year warranty. So once again, on all the stack pack stuff, you do have to register it. And everybody asks, well, why are you not giving a lifetime warranty on the stack pack? Let's be honest, stack pack is going to get thrown around.
Oh, it's going to be abused. It's going to be like the holes on Fremont.
That's honestly one of the biggest difference in the stack pack compared to the competitive product is the thickness of our plastic. We did a crazy thing at one of our sales meetings. We had a baseball pitching machine. Our product manager was so excited about this pitching machine. They turned the thing up to 100 miles an hour.
Oh,
We were shooting baseballs through this pitching machine at all of our competitors' products and our stack pack, and ours didn't break. So
dang,
It's time to work for Flex.
That's legit.
Listen, you guys hiring part time? Because I work.
we have a great time.
I like just throwing stuff and being funny about it.
And last question is more of a statement. Tanner wants a 21 millimeter gear driven 24 volt polisher.
You 21.
So all my product managers
wants
that are
it.
listening to this video, you heard it right here.
The people
on this podcast. Everybody wants a 21. We got to come out with that. So.
You said a gear driven. You don't want a 21
Gear driven.
No, you'll
Gear
burn
driven,
the house.
Damn, that would be crazy.
Bro, 21 millimeter gear driven burnt through boat paint.
That's for polishing yachts.
That's where
Going to town.
Metal.
I do
There you
appreciate you guys having me on. I think this is a great segment. Got
Thank
an
you,
hour and
Chris.
15 in. I really appreciate being here. I'm so glad that we're a part of the House of Rags website. You guys have a lot of things that you're going to add after this podcast, but
We'll get on
I'm gonna have an order tomorrow on my desk. No, I'm just kidding. But
You know
thanks
what?
for being here.
I'll say this to end this. I'm kind of frustrated at you because you could have guided us in our first order.
What? I did guide you guys.
You said, "Hey, text me." No, you just sent me, "Hey guys, do this." I didn't know I needed an adapter.
That was before he knew he was going to get invited to his podcast.
Yeah.
Now he's like, oh, these guys will get me on. Okay. There you go, Chris. It was a blast. I think we answered. I don't know how you have any more questions after this. We answered it all.
I
So
laid it all out for you. That's it.
that was it. That was
I'm as
it.
open as it gets.
So where can they find you if they have any more maybe questions or lifetime warranty questions? Where can they find you?
Honestly, like I'm not big on social media, but Facebook, just look me up on Facebook, Chris Metcalf. Be more than happy to friend you, and you can ask me questions right there.
There you go. Eddie, got anything on the way out?
No, Chris, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for sending me straight on PXE. I'm looking at this Eagle 10,000 lumens. I got the stack pack. I feel like I'm on the right track. What I'm missing is
These people need to be on the right track, EC.
we need,
you know
we
why?
need help out.
Look, we got the Bio Fresh bars. The holiday scents are on a blowout. Go buy them. And the towels are still getting blown out, EC. So go check it out. 30% off holiday bars, 35% off. You can get that thing over there. It's on the site. So go check it out. Don't forget to sign up for the business program. We're here to help. Detail code 35% off, 20% off door towels, 15% off everything else. And Loki Hybrid Wash just dropped this week. So go check it out. That's all we got. Chris, we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, Chris.
Go get you a Flex Power Tool. We'll see you down the road.
Bye. Can't wait to use it.